Hi, my name is Daniel Schrader. I'm the Director of Product Marketing for Cloud and Application Delivery, and I'm here to talk to you about securing SAP in the cloud with Fortinet. So SAP customers are undergoing a transformation driven by business needs to be faster, more agile, and to better respond to customer needs. Some are moving to new versions of SAP solutions, such as S/4HANA. Often that transformation includes moving some or all computer workloads to one or more public clouds. Now, don't get me wrong, cloud computing can be just as secure as more traditional approaches. But it does lead to new and expanded attack surfaces, including managing APIs, cloud interconnects, containers, workloads, and orchestration systems. And moving to the cloud can also lead to new or at least to expanded threats from bots and attack frameworks, multi-layered attack strategies, and it may feature attacks hidden in encrypted traffic and data stores, and of course, attempts to exploit the seemingly endless stream of zero-day threats. But beyond the new opportunities to be attacked, multi and hybrid cloud deployments create challenges in terms of visibility into who's doing what, into what security is in place, how those security solutions are configured, and even into what security events have been recorded. Meanwhile, while your SAP deployment may be in one specific cloud, other corporate applications are likely hosted in other clouds. Enforcing and documenting security policies and compliance is hard enough within a cloud, never mind across clouds and data centers. And of course, you need to think about the vast amounts of data that is often being stored in the cloud, the security of which is not always clear. So there we have it. New attack surfaces, new threats, new security challenges, all of which drive complexity, and complexity leads to mistakes. Gartner says that as much as 99% of cloud security failures will be due to mistakes in configuration and security management. Now, that number may seem high, but whether the true percentage is 99% or 80% or even 50%, if we can reduce the confusion and complexity around security workloads in the cloud, if we can plan cloud migrations with security in front of mind, we can increase security and help prevent our customers from becoming yet another headline. So what is you so what is SAP and why should you care? If you're in the session, you probably know more about SAP than you care to, but those who are new to the SAP world, here's a very quick overview. SAP is the market leader in enterprise application software. They say that some 77% of the world's transaction revenue touches an SAP system. SAP applications and services enable customers to manage business processes, track inventory, manage marketing programs, run factories, track customers. SAP systems, in fact, touch every aspect of a business's information system. And that means that SAP systems hold the crown jewels of corporate and government information, which makes them a natural target for cybercrime. So SAP is first and foremost an enterprise resource management company, ERP, but they have numerous product lines and companies they've acquired, including Business by Design for cloud-based ERP, Business One for small and medium businesses, CRM, which stands for Customer Relationship Management, PLM, which is Product Lifecycle Management, Supply Chain Management, and Supplier Relationship Management. Then they're in other fields such as field service management, sales lead management, in fact, all of sales management, robotic process automation, identity management, just to name a few. And companies they've acquired include Ariba, SuccessFactors, Qualtrics, and Concur. Now, most SAP deployments are ERP based, and many of those ERP based systems are being migrating to S/4HANA. In fact, SAP is going to be end of life for support for ERP and requiring their customers to migrate to S/4HANA. Many of those deployments are going to be based in the cloud, and that's why it's important for us to talk about securing SAP deployments in the cloud. Now, SAP generated some $33 billion in revenues last year, and while software licenses and support is the largest part of that business, they've had significant growth in their cloud business, both as a natural evolution of their core business and through acquisitions. The big spike in 2019 was probably an anomaly, but they're determined to be a cloud company, and as you see, that has important implications in terms of security, compliance, and automation. This session, though, isn't really about SAP. It's about security, though SAP is the use case that we're going to focus on. Now, SAP offers tools and guidance for securely deploying their systems, but even so, security incidents happen. Now, I'm not saying that SAP systems are insecure. In fact, they're no less secure than software from Microsoft, Oracle, IBM, or just about anyone else for that matter. But when an SAP system is breached, it's a big deal. As I said, SAP represents the crown jewels of corporate information, and a security breach can have dire consequences, including the loss of customer data, financial, product, and roadmap information, sales and marketing plans, confidential employee information. The list goes on and on. Now, SAP does offer a wealth of tools and guidance for securing their systems, and it's worth following them. SAP Security is a module that keeps certain types of data under lock and key while allowing access to others, working to ensure that your SAP system is secure from both external and internal threats. Now, they divide the security into four buckets: identity and access management, cloud identity systems, secure development and risk compliance systems. Um, so identity and access management tools include tools for single sign-on, identity management, and access control. Single sign-on provides controlled access to SAP and non-SAP applications. Identity management offers central management of identities throughout the enterprise. And SAP Access Control streamlines the process of managing and validating user access with governance software that automates user provisioning. Cloud Identity Services also focus on identity with tools with provisioning and authenticating users. The SAP Cloud Platform distinguishes between platform users for global accounts and sub-accounts and business users for the applications. SAP ID Service is the default identity provider for both, but you're not required to use it. SAP also offers secure development services that enable developers to design secure business applications for the cloud. It includes authorization and trust management service that lets you manage user authorizations and trust to identity providers. Identity providers are the user base for applications. You can use an identity authentication tenant, an SAP on-premise system, or a custom corporate identity provider. It also includes a credential store, which provides a repository for passwords and keys for applications that are running an SAP Cloud Platform. It enables applications to retrieve credentials and to use them for authentication for external services, or to perform cryptographic operations and TLS and SSL communications. Finally, the SAP Cloud Connector, which provides a secure tunnel between SAP Cloud Platform applications and on-premise systems. The risk and compliance section of the security solutions includes a cloud identity access governance, which is a software as a service SaaS solution that integrates with your existing business application to enable simplified identity and access management, and data privacy integration service, which brings together various data privacy capabilities for business applications. The service can be consumed by applications to leverage some of the key data privacy features, and through its interface, the service provides a set of APIs that can be consumed to support GDPR and DPP compliance for customers. So that's a lot of security technology, but you should be asking yourself what's missing. Actually, wrong question. You should be asking yourself, what isn't missing? Where's the next generation firewall? Where's a web application firewall? Where's sandboxing with malware detection, detection of zero-day threats? How about data loss prevention, cloud security posture management, vulnerability scanning, endpoint security? The list goes on and on. Most importantly, where's the threat intelligence? Where are those smart guys and gals in lab coats using machine learning and artificial intelligence and a vast array of sensors to stay on top of the latest threats? See, SAP is a marvelous application company, but they're not a security company. And that's why you need to be working with this provider like Fortinet. So let's talk about Fortinet solutions for securing your SAP environment. Now, as I said before, SAP systems are the crown jewels that must be protected. They hold critical customer data, product data, financial information, inventory, and asset management. So protecting SAP is the definition of mission critical. Now, SAP is not a security company. They build great software. They go to great lengths to make sure they build secure systems. But they don't have a world-class security research team. They don't offer next-generation firewalls or web application firewalls or sandboxing or reputation tracking or threat scoring or security analytics. They don't have a world-class security research team. The point is SAP and their customers need a security partner, someone who specializes in security, who has cybersecurity in their DNA. They need Fortinet. Now, Fortinet secures not only SAP, we offer secure connectivity to SAP systems as well as tools to scale, optimize, and increase the resilience of SAP deployments. And our SAP connector allows SAP systems to automatically be registered to add them to security and load balancing policies. And finally, Fortinet has tested and documented reference architectures for securing SAP systems. What do we cover? Well, one way of looking at it is looking at the security map that's provided by SAP, the secure operations map. And as you can see, they divide it into security compliance, secure operations, secure setup, secure code, secure infrastructure. What does Fortinet cover in this list? Pretty much everything. So our mission, our goal, our purpose is security. Specifically, we help customers protect SAP deployments of state-of-the-art security solutions. Our vision is to bring the power of on-prem security to the cloud, to bring enterprise-class security to the cloud, to cloud-based SAP deployments. And the value we bring is the secure data generated by edge devices, endpoint systems, users, AI applications, databases, third-party systems, of course, clouds and data centers. Now, as I said before, deploying SAP in the cloud is just as secure as on-prem computing. But there are added complexities that cloud architects and cloud security specialists need to address. These include the increasingly targeted and sophisticated nature of threats. We're seeing threats that are unique to a target. Sometimes this includes zero-day threats or social engineering to make it more likely that the target will be compromised. Of course, an attack targeted a specific company or even a targeted a specific employee for that within that company is remarkably hard to stop. That spear phishing email used to initiate the attack may be used just once, a reminder why reactive signature-based approaches to detection are insufficient. Expanding the attack surface, the cloud brings many new management systems, orchestration systems, container environments, a whole host of DevOps tools and methodologies, all which expand the attack surface. That is the opportunity for hackers to attack you. Combine that with new DevOps methodologies where dev teams are continuously posting new applications and application updates, often without going through IT, often without a security review, and you can see the challenge of securing cloud environments. Also adding to it is ecosystem complexity, increasing the rise of the dynamic multi-cloud. Customers aren't using one cloud, they're using multiple clouds, they're using hybrid environments where some of the compute is happening on-prem and others happening into the cloud. And when you add to that complexity, you can see how hard it is to secure the systems. Each cloud adds unique management, orchestration tools, vendor-specific technologies, and with varying levels of security. And each cloud vendor is pushing their own security solutions without any real thought as to how this adds to the burden of managing security. And making that worse is the shortage of skilled security professionals, making it hard to get good help these days. Finally, the lack of visibility into cloud-based deployments can lead to compliance issues. And this is made worse if you have adopted modern DevOps methodologies where disparate DevOps teams are posting applications and updates all the time without necessarily getting them reviewed by network and security teams. So thinking about security is not just about technology, it's also about weaving tech security into your development methodologies. And that's something that few companies have embraced. Another source of complexity for cloud computing is what we call the shared responsibility model. In this model, the cloud vendor, whether it's Microsoft Azure, Amazon AWS, Google Cloud Platform, for example, it's them who's responsible for securing the physical assets, the data center operations, and the overall cloud infrastructure. Now, those same vendors may offer a variety of security tools, such as network and application firewalls, or IPS, or workload protection. And while these vendors rarely show up in the rewards for Gartner Magic Quadrant for security, and many of them, very few of them win awards for it, many customers assume that these tools are good enough, which isn't really a sufficient criteria for securing mission critical data. Customers can use those tools, so they can use security from security vendors such as Fortinet to lock down their VMs and network services, to secure applications, to monitor users and data, and to provide a full stack of security solutions. Now, as we saw earlier, SAP's approach to security is largely about access control, encryption, and secure access. But effective enterprise-class security needs to go far beyond that. Effective security requires layers of security at all steps in the compute path. So we're talking about endpoint protection, malware detection, network access control, encryption of data at rest and in flight, application control and protection, API protection, network security, including SSL offload and inspection. Don't forget network segmentation. In short, the full stack of security services. And just as important is that these security tools need to be integrated into a security fabric, a fabric that stretches across clouds and data centers to provide a coherent picture into your approach to security. And the security solutions must be backed by a world-class threat research team. Which leads us to the Fortinet Security Fabric, which provides effective and expansive security across attack surfaces. We have the world's broadest line of security products. They're integrated into a common security fabric with central security operations. And we offer automation, both in terms of tools for programmatic deployment and security solutions and inter-product automation, so that if, let's say, our ADC identifies, say, a threat in layer 7 traffic, another security tool, say FortiGate, can be brought into play to remediate the threat. We also have a deep stable of fabric-ready partners contributing to our solutions. And of course, our solutions are backed by FortiGuard Labs. So for effective security, organizations have to shift from a protection of security perimeters model to protecting data spread across billions of edges, users, systems, devices, and critical applications. An effective security platform must provide comprehensive visibility and protection across devices and endpoints and clouds, SaaS solutions, and infrastructure, covering the entire attack surface. The Fortinet platform does this. It consists of four key product areas. At the core of our business is security-driven networking. This provides secure, high-performance connectivity between users, applications, and devices, both in the cloud and on-prem, and it manages internal and external risk with internal segmentation, threat detection, automated threat protection, and policy enforcement. Our Zero Trust Access Network line enables identification and authentication of all users, applications, and devices on and off the network. We've long ago moved past the idea that security ends at the perimeter, for the perimeter is everywhere. Our adaptive cloud security model provides products that protect across cloud environments, including hybrid public and private clouds. It includes protection of applications, the platforms these applications are run on, and the network that ties them together. Driving all these security tools is FortiGuard Threat Research, an AI-driven security operations team that provides world-class security research. FortiGuard Labs enables us to provide faster response and remediation, including actionable, customized threat intelligence and insights. And all of this is tied together with the Fabric Management Center that provides a single pane of glass, simplifying operations and enabling operation workflows. So let's talk about use cases for securing SAP deployments. Now, we could do an entire webinar just on use cases, and we do have technical webinars that go into more depth into how to deploy these use cases. But let's have a quick high-level discussion about how Fortinet can be used to improve your security posture. Let's start with application protection. Fortinet's FortiWeb is an award-winning web application firewall supported by machine learning and artificial intelligence derived threat feeds. It can be used alone or conjunction with FortiGates to secure SAP servers against applications and API-level attacks. Ultimately, you could replace Web Dispatcher with FortiADC. Its built-in SAP connector can communicate with the SAP Messenger server, so it can dynamically apply new SAP instances to server pools, and it can provide security services such as WAF, SSL offload inspection, intrusion prevention, and DDoS protection. It can also provide full DNS services and global server load balancing with automated failover in case a server or a region goes down. Meanwhile, FortiGates can be employed to provide intent-based segmentation, secure communication, dividing your network into security zones, and preventing attackers and malwares from traversing your network. Fortinet can provide full TLS SSL services, including offloading of encryption and decryption from application servers and allowing deep content inspection. We also now support SSLI capabilities or SSL inspection capabilities that allow content to be diverted to a sandbox such as FortiSandbox or to other security scanners before delivery. We have for platform protection 40CWP, which can provide compliance monitoring of public cloud deployments, providing specific guidance on compliance failures against common compliance regimes such as PCI, HIPAA, SOX, GDPR, and many others. It can also monitor user behaviors, providing user risk scoring, identify poorly secured storage objects in the cloud, and scan for improperly stored or secured sensitive information. Finally, Fortinet can offer deep content inspection of traffic and data for threats both known and unknown. As I mentioned, we offer an extensive array of reference architectures to securely deploy SAP on AWS, Google Cloud Platform, Microsoft Azure, and more. These reference architectures are available online. We also have detailed webinars teaching you how to deploy them. So if you need to know more about how to deploy our solutions, we can help. So why should you be worrying about securing your SAP systems and especially your S/4HANA systems now? Well, SAP, as I said, is going to be ending support for older solutions by 2027. Most SAP S/4HANA deployments are going to be cloud-based. SAP, as we said, is a natural target for cyber crime, and Fortinet solutions for SAP can reduce the risk of security exposure. Finally, Fortinet has tested and validated architectures for SAP for HANA and for other SAP deployments. So what's the bottom line? SAP systems are mission critical. SAP system failures can be catastrophic. SAP secures your software, but you're responsible for securing the data and the deployment. Only Fortinet offers well-documented reference architectures for securing your SAP deployments. So that concludes today's webinar on securing SAP. I hope this is helpful. Please go to Fortinet.com for more information about Fortinet and about securing your SAP infrastructure. Thank you.